Guys, before we get into the episode this week, I got some exciting news for you. Our buddy, friend of the podcast, Mr. Charlie Behrens, has his comedy special premiering live tonight, February 22nd at 7 p.m. on his YouTube channel. So his hour-long comedy special is going to be on his YouTube tonight. And if you aren't able to check it out at 7 p.m. on the 22nd of February, you'll be able to watch it after the fact on his YouTube channel. So go to Charlie Behrens' YouTube channel, check out his comedy special, and enjoy it. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, that's cold. Welcome back to You Betcha Radio Podcast, coolest podcast in all the Midwest, presented by the one, the only Ice Mountain. I am Myles, the You Betcha guy, here with Ryan, the T-shirt guy. We are back and we are live and we are Jared-less.
Again.
It's sad, dude. I got a call from Jared minutes ago. We might be Jared-less tomorrow because he is stuck in Bismarck with a no travel advisory and a car with no heat.
Okay.
That's funny. He used to live in Bismarck, so it could be a complete diversion.
So if you guys want to hear us break down that Jared's on a ski trip right now, you got to go listen to the Patreon podcast, You Betcha, or patreon.com/You Betcha Radio, or download the app. We discussed that Jared's a big slope guy.
He loves downhill skiing.
And I think how did he sound? Did he sound slow? Did he sound, was his speech slowing? Did he seem to have any care in the world, although he's not able to get home on a timely manner?
Jared?
Well, also comparatively speaking, because that's almost daily what you just described.
I know, but even slower talking than he usually is. Was there a lot of, hey man, what's going on?
I'm gonna
live it up, buddy.
Fresh off the slopes.
Was he on?
I'm trying to answer.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think Jared needed a break from us because he was the most awake I've ever heard him sound.
Okay.
I mean, he was in his element.
He was fired up.
If he was on a ski mountain, though, you kind of want to be awake so you don't hit a tree, though.
He's calling me, planning ahead, trying to get things figured out. All chipper, telling me about his weekend, telling me stories about the car breaking down. They had no heat.
Yeah, but
all the way to Montana, no heat.
But that's the thing with guys who don't like to talk in person love talking on the phone.
Yeah, I would agree.
That is a good observation.
My dad is the exact same way. In person, you get a lot of or just no response at all. On the phone, and usually at the most inconvenient time, he calls me up and he wants to talk about what's going on in my life, what's going on in his.
You see that new billboard they put up by me and your mom?
Yeah, stuff that's going on just around him. He might even be in the car and be like, I just saw a dog on the side of the road. That doesn't need to be a conversation.
Well, I think probably because when he calls you, it's like he's the most amped up to want to talk to you at that point. He's got a bunch of things in the hopper that he needs to ask you about or tell you about. Now, when he's in person, it's like he might not have all that stuff.
But why is it the veil of a telephone that is just, it's like, I suppose it's kind of the same thing when you guys may not know this if you're not Catholic, good Catholic boys. You go to confession, you can choose to either face-to-face the priest or you can go behind the screen. I think my dad likes, I'm just going to say, when he goes to confession, he's definitely choosing the screen.
1,000%.
Because he don't like that face-to-face, but as soon as there's a little screen, you'll spill anything.
Yeah, I was going to say I think it's an eye contact thing.
I think that the FBI and all of our CIA services just start interrogating people with a screen in front of them. People will just say anything.
They got those one-way mirrors. Why not just start asking questions from inside that other room?
Yeah.
That's true. Intercom systems.
Yeah. I mean, I think that people, or just on the phone, right?
Call them.
Just leave a cell phone on the table in the interrogation room, go in the other room, call them, and just start chatting up. I bet he I murdered him.
Well, okay, here's a good example. I understand Zoom can be video, but Zoom can also just be audio. You can turn the camera off. Now, I mean, fucking everybody wants to talk on a Zoom call, right?
Yeah, it's got to be a one-on-one thing though with your dad.
No, I get it, but I think when people when I'm not sitting right next to you, I'm just more apt to just want to BS more.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite. In a Zoom call, I'll do everything I can to not have to talk.
Yeah. I even, at one point during COVID, me and Ann screenshotted ourselves sitting there, and we set that as our background and left the screen. I'm dead serious. And no one noticed for like a good 15 minutes. And it was the best feeling in the world.
Also, on the dads talk, dads are the kings of phone calls that could be texts. Like
you'll text them. You'll be like, "Hey, Dad, I seem to have lost my birth certificate. Mom's not answering, and I need it right now. Do you know where it is?" No response. But then he calls you and he's like, "Yeah, so I got my W-2 in the mail the other day." Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Glad that happened. Glad the USPS system is still working. And it's just like, well, I didn't need to know that.
Yeah.
Well, it's also
and dads naturally are just bad texters.
Well, like even too, like my dad will call me like, "Hey, I'm about 10 minutes from your house." Like you couldn't have just your truck has voice text. You couldn't have voice texted this.
Yeah.
Thank you for the update.
I think I'm going to be the guy though, because I hate texting. I'm going to be a caller guy.
No, I would agree, because you can get answers lickety split. You ain't got to wait for a text back.
It's when they call about something that doesn't matter. Like if he's warning you that he's coming over, he kind of wants you to know right now.
Yeah.
But if he called you and said, "Hey, like, what do you think about in 2 weeks we go somewhere out to eat together?" That doesn't need to be a call.
Yeah, you can text me in like a week and a half and we can hash that out.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Becca does this too with like supper. She'll call me to tell me what we're eating. Like I could have just found out when I got home. You could have you could have texted me.
What are you gonna do? Get inside and be like, "No, I'm not eating. I'm not eating that dry ass chicken."
No one told me you were making it.
Yeah. Here's me. Yeah. I mean, what other choice do I have?
I mean, dry chicken that I didn't cook is better than chicken I cooked because I didn't have to fucking cook it.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't have to fire the grill up.
Yep.
Hey, you don't got to bring that up all the time. Oh, God, that's wet. And my Lord, it feels good to microdose water. Hey, cool. You almost
thirsty.
macrodose that water.
Thirsty.
If you want to stay hydrated this winter, as most people do during wintertime, you got to check out Ice Mountain. It's the perfect wetness of water to microdose. Look at this. Just doing that little sip, 200 to 300 times a day will keep you hydrated this entire winter. And that's what Ice Mountain's built on. It's built on fueling your body to get through the long, cold winters. And speaking of long, cold winters, you guys remember the Ice Age?
Heard of it.
That's where this whole Ice Mountain story began. The cataclysmic event that ended the Ice Age, that melted the ice caps rapidly, that filled up the natural springs of Michigan, that eventually was pulled from the ground and bottled and sent right to your microdosing lips of today. So that's the history that Ice Mountain's all about. And that's a true story, too, by the way. It sounds like I made that up. That is a true story. The historians don't want you to know about it.
Does it have any alkaline in it?
I don't believe so.
No, they don't mess around with that shit.
No. I'm even kind of pissed off at you when even asked that about
sorry.
Ice Mountain.
I'm sorry.
You think I would microdose alkalines?
Mm-mm.
Absolutely not. I only microdose the most 100% natural spring water.
Honestly, it's the most water that there is.
It's the wettest water one can buy with their money. So if you're looking to microdose some water down your throat today, head to the Ice Mountain store, which is found at other stores. Cheers. I don't remember how we got started on that, but
Me either.
oh, Jared.
Yes.
Okay. So back to it. Jared's an introverted guy. he doesn't like talking in person. So naturally, he's going to spill his guts on the phone is where I was going with that.
Sure. Yeah.
And then the only reason he didn't with you in the interview is because it was an interview. He was nervous.
Well, yeah, he had nothing to talk about because he didn't know me at all. And he also, I think, just woke up from a nap. I'm still holding true on that. When I interviewed Jared, I woke him up with my call.
Hey, shit-faced from the night before.
Yeah.
He had just gotten off the slopes. He was so tired.
Well, yeah, he's hammered the night before, and he's like, I don't need to set an alarm. That Myles guy's going to call me about noon. That's when I'll wake up.
I'll just turn my ringer on.
Yep.
So, other than that, I caught him at a bad time. You call Jared, he'll talk your ear off.
Yeah, it was strange.
I'm going to give him a call. If he's not here,
He also was, let's be honest, he was a little drunk, a little baked.
Probably.
Let's just throw that out there. He's snowboarding in Montana. So, I mean, that'll make any guy spill his guts on the phone. So, glad we got that.
Well, you're probably feeling fucking loopy, too. You probably just needed to call someone.
Tyler, the heat doesn't work in the car.
Yeah, he probably had a little spill on the slopes, and he should be in the concussion protocol. Someone should be getting the blue tent out.
He took a noggin knock, an edible, and a couple beers.
Yeah, he can't even feel concussed.
His world is currently spinning.
Quite literally.
Yeah.
So, good luck to Jared. Hopefully, you get home, buddy. Stay safe. If you are in the concussion protocol, get off the slopes, man.
Well,
and if you get lonely, just call.
And you know damn well his vacation.
Yeah, don't call me though. I got stuff to do today. I don't necessarily have time to be chatting like that.
You don't have time to chat for 45 minutes with Jared.
Yeah,
it's a simple Slack message or text that you need to send me.
Yeah, we'll see. He does. When he gets some booze in him, he does start talking.
Oh, yeah.
When we're on the road and we go to the bar and Jake's usually staying back because he likes to play like Pokemon Go or something like that.
Yep.
Me and Jared are doing cool stuff at the bar. He'll talk my ear off.
Yeah, it's the
Quite
same.
literally.
It's the same thing as the phone. The veil is gone because he's drunk.
Yeah. Yep. No, he's got a screen there. It's the screen of drunkenness.
The veil is there.
Yes.
Because he's drunk.
Yeah.
So, all right. In other news, guys, this weekend I did a very adult thing.
Oh boy.
The amount of adult things you've been doing lately is quite shocking.
Got a vasectomy. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, that is a very adult thing.
Oh, no.
I was going to say, you're walking around like you're doing well for having a vasectomy on Saturday.
Well, anyone who knows me knows I recover easily.
Sure. Yeah.
So,
I mean, any procedure.
Ask any doctor or athletic trainer I've ever been under the care of. Like, this guy heals. So,
God, too bad you weren't the one giving.
And I once had a heel injury, so my heel healed quickly. It was a double heel situation.
There's no Achilles heel.
No, and it was not an Achilles heel. I don't have an Achilles heel because I heal so well.
Do you have an Achilles tendon?
I may have an Achilles tendon. Okay. Yes. All I know is but I'm not like a dog. I don't just heal to anything. Anyone, I don't just. There's no one making me heal.
Do you ever feel?
I heal myself.
Do you ever feel extra villainous and just maybe turn heel?
Yeah, once in a while.
Yeah.
When you were younger, did you ever rip around on heelies?
Heelies? No, I actually didn't. But that one maybe that's my heel origin story. Is I had a buddy who had a pair and I never got any. And that was my origin story my entire life. Now, the reason why I do what I do is so that someday I can buy my own pair of Heelys. The heel of the story.
You should call Jared and tell him this because he'll be really interested.
He'll be really interested.
Fuck, that was a good one.
And then I'll finally get on those Heelys, ride around on my heels.
How high are those heels?
I'll slip and fall, get in the concussion protocol, and then just heal.
So what'd you do this weekend?
Okay, so this weekend
I've been waiting.
I did a very adult thing. It was last night. I was working till 10:30 at night.
Okay.
Not in the morning. And I had the tough decision. Do I go to bed at a decent time, or do I watch The Last of Us because the newest episode released at 8 p.m. and I went to bed? You guys proud of me?
No shit.
Not really.
Because that's a show. Why?
Because Myles and I, we're supposed to talk about this stuff
But
every
we didn't
Monday.
even have time to talk today.
We
so it
could've.
worked out. I would have maybe made time.
Yeah.
But he's committed to that show, and he doesn't commit to anything.
Honestly, you picked a good week. It was one of the slower episodes.
Well, don't tell me that. I was excited to watch it tonight.
That's what you get for not watching
Now
it
you're
when it comes
screwed.
out.
God, I hate him.
Should have watched it right away.
Shouldn't be such a fucking adult.
I know. So I was going to ask you guys, is there anything recently that you're like, wow, I've really turned over a new leaf and I'm starting to do some more adult things? Because we all have those moments.
I've started loading the dishwasher right away instead of
What? No.
instead of putting them in the sink.
No. Really?
Yeah,
You've changed.
I have.
You've changed.
I did. Normally, I unload the dishwasher in the morning, and I didn't this morning. And then there's dirty dishes in the sink. So I'm waiting. When I get home, I know I'm going to hear something about the dishwasher not being unloaded. So I did this. I did the opposite of that, Tyler. I've been in the opposite end of the spectrum though. I've been getting up earlier.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't have I don't know. I need more time in the morning. And as much as
what do you mean? Just because you gotta? I mean,
well, I only get like an hour in the morning with my kid, so I want a little extra time with him in the morning. So instead of getting up at 7, I've been getting up at like 5:36. That extra hour, I'm telling you,
5:36 is a very specific time to wake up.
yeah, sometimes like 5:38. But I'm telling you, that extra hour is it's life changing. It's week changing.
Just so you play with your kid, or because you're doing
Just so I
other
get to play with my kid. Yes,
Okay. Well, it's more than just life changing for you, Ryan.
it's life
It's
changing.
life changing for him.
I know. So I feel like
That's the foundation that you're laying as a father.
well. At the same time,
That's a very adult thing.
at the same time, you get to a certain age, and if you're sleeping past like 6, I just don't.
Let's maybe reel it back a little on that.
Okay, you look at what times your dad get up in the morning.
Probably like 3:30.
It depends on what he's doing.
So I feel like there's a certain age that people get to where it's like you're just up at 6 or
No,
before.
you want to know why I disagree with that fucking statement? Because the only people that ever fucking talk about when they wake up are the people who wake up at 5.
Okay.
So you don't ever hear stories about people that wake up at 7. Because they got to get to their job at 8, do you?
No, you're right.
So
you're
that's
right on
why
that.
you have this bias towards the world that everyone at past a certain age should be getting up at 5.
But I think
Because you never hear about the 7 o'clockers.
older people generally just sleep less.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would agree with that. But that's because they go to bed at 8.
It's very true.
That is true. I think one day I'll be there. I just
Yeah,
don't.
I would wake up at 5 every morning too if I went to bed at 8.
I mean, that's a solid 8. That's your 8 hours right there.
Oh, that's why they call it that. Is that why?
I think so. Yeah, the 8 hour week.
Sorry I got heated there. I just identify as a 7 o'clocker. So
And 7 o'clock's not bad, especially if you're going to bed at 11.
Well, I think at
Midnight.
some point though, it's not even you're choosing to get up at 5. I think you're just getting up at 5 on accident because you're
something to do
fucking
with
old.
your circadian rhythm and your testosterone levels and hormone. I don't know. It's a whole thing.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not choosing to get up that early. Like,
Yeah.
5:36.
You just said you do.
No, I'm
said
not.
You purposely
At
got-
5:36.
Well, now I'm forcing myself, but it's like if you want something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done.
Oh my
You know?
god.
And I want that extra
Shit,
hour
Dawkins.
with my kid.
No, it's really good that you do want an extra hour with your kid.
So that's me adulting in today's world. Also,
I should never hear you complain about having to leave early to see your kid because you're already getting an extra hour in the morning.
well, he
so.
does go to sleep at 7. So it's like if I don't get that extra hour, I only see him for 1 hour a day.
You can go stare at him while he's sleeping.
I get up at 6 and do everything I can not to wake my kids up so I can have an hour to
you're still
myself.
a new dad.
No, yeah, exactly, 100%.
Yeah.
I'll probably be there one day.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to have a kid, and I mean the mishaps I'm going to get myself into, the hijinks I'm going to be involved with being a dad is going to be endless. I can't believe the haptics that I'm going to be a part of as a father. I mean, kid's going to be waking me up by punching me square in the face. I can just feel it now.
Yeah, it's going to be because Ryan and I are paying him to.
Yeah, 4-year-old
wake
kid.
your dad up tomorrow with a
4-year-old kid,
right
already
cross.
a businessman, negotiated with my buddies to have him get paid to punch me in the face every morning to wake up. That's the life that I'm going to live.
He'd be the richest 4-year-old in America.
Just
From
wheeling
that
and
purely.
dealing.
Yeah.
Hey, I need your dad at the office at 9:30. So if he's not up at 8:30, I want you to punch him in the face.
Yeah. Or in the face or the nuts.
Yeah. Nuts is an extra 40.
Either of
but I
those
need
will
proof.
get you up.
No, I would say a new leaf that I turned over is I started waking up at 7:30. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you know who Nate Bargatze is, right? The comedian.
Yes.
I finally watched his Amazon special.
Mm-hmm.
He lives my life. He said he goes to bed at 2 and wakes up at like 10:30 every single day. I was like, I thought I was the only one. There's other people out there like that.
Well, Jake goes to bed at like 3:30, then comes
Yeah,
to
but
work
Jake-
at 4 in the afternoon.
I meant more like other successful people. You know?
Oh.
People who got stuff going in their life.
Gotcha.
I mean, successful on the sticks.
Yeah, that is
We're
true.
talking sticks. We're
a
talking
successful
video games.
Minecraft clan is what he's got going.
Yeah.
No, he's Rocket League guy.
League of
Oh,
Legends.
sorry.
Yep.
Anyway, I just thought to throw that out there, that there are other people that do that.
Yeah. No, and I
So-
respect it. I respect it.
But I decided that if I am going to have a kid here the next couple years, I can't keep living the way that I am. I had a absolute come to Jesus moment with myself in the mirror one morning. And by mirror, I mean I was scrolling on my phone and just thinking about it randomly. But I realize you can't have a kid and wake up at like 10:30.
It's good that you realized it now
Yeah.
rather than
So
like
I was
6 months into being a
it
dad.
was almost like I got to see if I can even do it and if I'm worthy of fatherhood. You know, like
Yeah,
I got to
yeah.
see if like I can actually support a child by just waking up at the appropriate time. Let's
Yeah.
start there before I get all crazy and start being like, "Hey, it's time to do the kid thing."
No, I'm with you. So Tyler, what you just said, feel like there's two sides to that. Like you get yourself used to getting up early now, so you can do that, but also you can say, I want to get as much sleep as I can right now, and then I'm going to be forced to get no sleep when I have a kid.
But you can get yourself on a better schedule and still get 8 hours.
You can. It is hard before you have it, though.
Right. But I'm just saying, prep work never killed anybody.
No, I agree.
I
The
made
prep
the-
work's hard, though.
Yeah.
I made the prep work decision last night to go to bed instead of watch the show.
Yeah,
Still a
that's
mistake.
actually massive of you.
And I'm not I think the world's split into two people in the sense that some people can start a show and stop halfway through.
Halfway through an episode, right?
Yeah.
How the fuck do people do that?
I don't know,
I actually
man.
got half of episode 8, the last episode of the Full Swing documentary left.
And then the other one is people who they have to finish the episode.
See now,
And those people are normal.
Yep.
that one decision, you got a good night's sleep, you got up early, and now you have something to look forward to tonight. You have your show to watch.
Yeah.
Had you done it last night, you'd not have anything to look forward to today, and you wouldn't have
What
got
a
as much
shit
sleep.
I know the rationale, but that doesn't mean I always make the correct decision.
No, I know. I'm just like, if I pound
That's my Achilles heel.
I thought you didn't have one of those.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh no, I do. It's that. It's not an actual
Sure.
Achilles heel tendon. The whole thing. But yeah, look at us.
Yeah. Who'd have thought?
Not me. I was looking with that video. So Lakin sent a video in the Snapchat group
Mm-hmm.
with us of what it was like to work at Bunker 1.0. What a disaster that was. Think of where we're at now compared to before.
Well,
I was sitting at a table on a computer. The table was my mom's old kitchen table from when she was single, like 20 some years ago.
Yeah, we still have it.
You guys are sitting at the IKEA furniture next to the sewer grate. It smelled like sewage while you guys were just working there.
Yeah.
And it just was unbelievable.
we all had to have our headphones on because we were all in the same room. We didn't want to listen to each other edit. And getting your attention was impossible. So we would just shoot you with Nerf guns to get your
I
attention.
caught it in that video though. But It reminded me of when Michael Scott starts the Michael Scott Paper Company and he moves his office into the broom closet at the same office park. And they each have their own corner that they can go and spend time in. It's kind of like how we started. Everyone, we're all in the same room, but like, if you're going to take a phone call, you just go stand in the super echoey like entrance area to the thing.
And someone's got to take it. Like if someone's taking a shit, they're just going to they're going to walk out and you'll see them because you're on the phone right there.
And you kind of do the like, everything come out all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
You gave him the old head nod.
Good times.
No, I think it's, I think we're all turning over new leaves. Look at us. Who would have thought? Not us.
Nope.
But maybe it's for the better. New era for us.
Is there a new leaf to be turned over when it comes to like fixing shit at home? Like, how do you turn that leaf over?
I think you chunk it up. You do like, okay, I'm going to do this part of the project this day. Because if you try and do a project all in one day, the amount of massive pressure that gets put on you, and then you don't buy all the stuff you need. So you got to go back to the hardware store a few times, and all of a sudden it turns this whole big ordeal thing. And then you're up late and you're sweating and you're crabby because you haven't eaten all day.
Yep.
Half of my time is not even doing the project. It's just YouTubing until I can figure out how to do the project. So maybe
choose one day. I'm going to buy the supplies and YouTube how to do it. Then the next day, I'm going to do the first stage of it. Maybe that's what it is.
That's actually not a bad idea. Because
microdose your chores.
Yeah. I'm playing.
Did we just invent the new David Goggins book?
We could call it that too. Microdose your chores.
Microdosing your life.
Yeah.
And Microdose thinks it's a book about Jared in Montana. But in reality, it's just about microdosing everything you do.
Yeah. Microdose your duties.
Look at this. Ready?
Assimilation.
I just microdosed this bush latte.
You could have macrodosed it.
I could have chugged the rest, but no. Hey, I'm turning over a new leaf, and I microdosed the fuck out of this beer.
And you want to enjoy
Watch me do it again.
That was
Microdosed.
Wow.
I couldn't be a bigger fan of microdosing now.
I think I've been going...
Go ahead.
No, I think I've been going about it wrong the entire time.
Yeah, I want this Saturday. I think I might microdose about 40 beers.
Ryan's microdosing that sentence. He just keeps getting a little bit out at a time.
I think I have. That's great. You're already practicing.
Because now the add 30 seconds on my fucking shitty microwave already is not working. So I hit add 30 seconds, doesn't work.
Microdose.
You needed just a new microwave.
First off, I need
microdose buying a microwave.
Just by the door tomorrow.
First off, I need to fix the light in there. I need to make sure I can see the time.
You need to buy a new microwave.
Yeah.
I pay you enough that you can buy a new microwave.
I know, but then I have to match it to my oven.
Ryan, this is a project.
Buy a new oven.
The oven works fine though. The oven's the only thing in the fucking kitchen that works good.
This is something that you are allowed to macrodose. Just get a new microwave.
That'll be chapter 8 of this book.
When to macrodose.
Macrodose when needed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a macrodoser, I feel like, with everything.
Except for drugs. Wait, what?
Except for this fucking beer I'm about to house right now.
No, I think we're the new microdosing podcast, but not for drugs, for life.
Yeah, so all of our listeners should just listen to this podcast 1 minute at a time.
Or one episode at a time.
1 minute in, pause, play,
go do
one more minute.
Else, yeah.
Don't even go in and just hit pause and then
just hit the subscribe button and then just hit the 5-star rating button.
And then like
microdosedly though.
Yeah. Like
dosagely.
You like it 1 minute and then you subscribe the next and then you leave a review and then you share it with someone after that. Just one at a time though, not all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Microdose everything.
Yeah.
I think we're really onto something.
I've actually never heard of microdosing outside of doing drugs, so this is good.
Yeah.
This is
Wait,
new.
That's where it started?
Well, I'm pretty sure.
I thought it started here.
I thought
we just.
Well, Jared was telling me about it earlier on the phone when we.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we chatted for like an hour, but
yeah. Well, now that I completely microdose this beer, I think we should take a break and come back and macrodose the rest of the podcast. Ryan, If we were going to microdose shooting a Mossberg gun, how would you do it?
Probably one bullet at a time.
There we go. And that's what we do. But maybe Mossberg guns are the only thing I do want to macrodose these days.
Yeah.
Well, you can only shoot one at a time. Well, you're only supposed to shoot one at a time.
You can macrodose BBs out of the sawed-off shotgun.
Yeah.
But if a bunch of them come... Anyways, we don't need to talk about microdosing, macrodosing, because all you need to know is about Mossberg dosing.
Mm.
You need to Mossberg dose your life. Just like Ryan and I did the other week when we went to the shooting range and I single-handedly beat him in a shooting competition.
Mossberg dose your home.
And I would just like to say, if this was my post-game interview on beating him in that shooting competition, I'd just say, Mossberg's the best there is. No lie. I mean, Mossberg wakes up in the morning and pisses excellence.
Shoots excellence.
And Mossberg is just a big, hairy American winning machine that has, yeah. I just made that up off the top of my head.
That sounds like Talladega Nights.
No, what?
It sounded like a bit in Talladega Nights that Ricky Bobby would say.
That's not a movie. I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway.
I've never seen that movie. What are you talking about?
What
I just thought of
movie?
that all on my own.
Are you talking about the racetrack?
Is it actually in that movie?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never seen it. Ryan, when do you want to get beat again?
Probably this weekend.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll have... No, I got stuff going on this weekend. Maybe Monday when we're supposed to be at work.
Well, I mean, you call the
The
shot.
best way to skip work is to go to the shooting range. Bring your Mossberg.
With the boss, yeah.
Yeah, bring your Mossberg. I'm sure if you called in sick and just said, I got a fever and the only prescription is more Mossberg, I'm pretty sure your boss would be like, I completely understand.
Yeah.
I can't.
Text
Again,
them
I
that.
just
Let us
made
know
that
how it
up
goes.
off the top of my head.
Well, no, I'll call him. And talk to him.
So if you want a
minutes.
good excuse to get out of work, go to mossberg.com, pick yourself up old Mossy Bergie, and cure that fever that you got going on. All right, guys, we're back. One of the perks about being a patron of You Betcha Radio is you get to submit ideas or questions to us over on Patreon. And so today we're actually going to go through some questions that were submitted last week that we didn't use for the Patreon episode last week. And we're going to fly through them.
Yeah, a very rare regular episode Patreon plug.
I know.
Here. From Matthew Sims, what are your thoughts on
Matthew
Sims?
Sins with an
Sims.
N, Tyler?
Sims or
Tyler, Sins?
Very curious you chose Maddie Sins.
Matthew Sims as in the game.
Absolute blood relative of JS. Anyways, continue on, Tyler.
Matthew wants to know what your thoughts are on restaurant bars.
Restaurant bars, meaning, are we talking, is Applebee's
Yep.
a restaurant bar?
I'd assume it's just any bar with a restaurant
Is
in it.
Chili's a restaurant bar?
Yeah. Applebee's is more of a neighborhood bar.
Are you eating good there?
I would
Usually half price after 9
Usually
to
I'm
midnight.
eating pretty good. And if it's located in a neighborhood, I would say that I'm eating good in the neighborhood.
Where that comes
So
from.
you're counting that? What are my thoughts?
Yeah.
I think I love them.
Yeah.
I mean, what a better atmosphere to mix degenerate bar behavior with a family environment. There's just nothing better than that. I think that they should bring back the smoking and non-smoking section just to get that vibe back.
I mean, also,
Not
like,
because I want secondhand smoke, but just mostly for the atmosphere. So if we could just light candles that smelled like cigarette smoke but didn't have any carcinogens in them, I think I'd like to have that back in my family restaurant
They
bar.
could have an herbal cigarette section.
was that Patreon?
Yeah, wait, where was that?
Was that Patreon?
No, Jared was here, so it was definitely the last episode.
Okay, he purchased some. I don't know if
I don't
they've
think
come
he
yet,
did.
but we're definitely trying herbal cigarettes on the next episode.
Are you?
It might be a Patreon.
You confirm that he bought them because
He
I
bought
doubt-
'em.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Good.
But yeah, it'd be nice like if the restaurant bars started having the smoking, non-smoking section. That made total sense, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to sit right here or do you want to sit here? Both have the same air, but it's just the person directly next to me can't smoke.
One thing, so whenever I go into a restaurant bar, I look at the bar, I look at the TVs, what's on the TV, and I always look at my wife and say, fuck, I could probably get drunk here. Every single time. I mean, you think about like 15, 20 beers in, like I normally am in a restaurant bar.
But you do it microdosingly.
Usually, yes.
Yeah, just
one at a time,
Yeah,
one sip at a time.
Yep.
But yeah, if I can picture myself getting shit-faced there, I'm in for him.
I mean, are you going to go to a different restaurant? If you can't, has there been a restaurant bar you've walked into that you haven't gone, I can get drunk here?
Yeah, a couple of them. Because usually I'm there to eat. But when I look at the bar aspect.
What caused you to not want to get drunk there?
Probably number one, not enough seats at the bar. There maybe only be like 4 or 5.
Oh, so you're at a restaurant bar, you're a bar guy.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, you want to sit in the bar? Of course, that's why I'm here.
I only sit at the bar if it's a very small group, 3 people tops.
I love sitting at the bar. Nothing
it's tough
better.
to sit at a bar with 3 people.
Yeah.
2 is ideal.
2 is perfect.
And 1,
Yes.
like I usually am at restaurant bars all by myself. One's perfect.
I don't think you guys have you ever just gone to a bar by yourself?
Never.
I know you haven't. You might have when you're working at the news. I feel like you get done with your shift at the news. You're like, fuck this. I need to get drunk by myself.
The only time I ever have was actually working for you. We were in Iowa City when we were stranded there because of our flight.
Yeah.
I went and had morning drinks by myself.
Oh, an Irish coffee?
Yes. Yes, it was an Irish pub.
One of the year.
That was just
it was actually
one for the decade.
It was my second in 2 days because I was there the day before with Jared.
But that was probably right after that podcast, and you're forcing it.
Oh. It was Iowa City, well before the podcast.
There hasn't been a single time that I remember a second of being in Iowa City because I just am such a booze hound when I go to that city. Just kick it with the local college kids, you know.
Fit right in.
What were we talking about?
Restaurant bars.
Have you ever went by yourself?
Oh yeah. I used to do this when I lived downtown. I'd go grab a bite to eat at a bar, sit there by myself, and just sitting there casually drinking a tap beer at a bar rail with no one interrupting you is one of life's simple blisses that people won't do because they're scared to sit at a bar alone.
I would agree. I've gone to a bar and drank by myself.
You said no.
Yeah, but now at this certain time and place is coming back to me.
You don't have to try and fit in. It's okay that.
Okay, we'll pretend that I haven't. I'm going to try and do that now.
There's going to be a time when your kid, you're like, okay, I've had it with this hour, the extra hour we've been doing in the morning, and I need a drink, and it's going to be 9 a.m. And you're going to, well, maybe not.
Also, great place to take a phone call, too. Couple beers in. You're sitting there by yourself, no one to talk to. You want to call a buddy and talk to him for 45 minutes.
His ear off.
That's going to be a great place. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I also feel like you're more apt to spark it up with the bartender, like kind of chit chat with them.
Well,
and see
so
what
I was
going
going to say, what makes me want to drink heavily at a restaurant bar, is because the restaurant bars, bartenders are the most chillest.
Mm-hmm.
Regular bars, they're super intense because this is like probably their livelihood. Right? So they need as many tips as they possibly can. They got to get to as many customers as possible.
Yep.
Restaurant bartenders, though, I would say majority of the time, this is kind of a side gig, maybe a moonlighting gig from their 9-to-5 regular job. And so they're just chilling.
Yeah, I would agree.
And you're just chilling. And your beer is chilled. And it's just chilling. And everyone's just having a chill time.
Well, because just a bar in a restaurant, the staff and the vibe is way more chill than if you were just to go to strictly a bar.
Exactly.
Those people are hustling and bustling. The bartender at a restaurant.
I mean, you're drinking good in the neighborhood at one of those.
That's correct. Applebee's does have $2 Long Islands on Thursdays, and we used to get fucking shit faced on those back in college.
I would love to see that, Ryan.
Was it? I think it was like Ground Round or some shit. At like
another one.
$2 margaritas on Thursday nights.
I think they had like bottomless something at some point too.
Maybe it was bottomless margaritas.
I think they had bottomless tequila shots. Buy one, get as many as you want.
Just give me the bottle.
any sort of shelf too.
How many tequila shots would it until you're like, I can't see straight?
Probably 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Like back to back.
Probably 4.
I would throw up before that. You know me, weak stomach.
Yeah.
I will puke before I am too drunk where I can't see straight.
Yeah.
When I say 4, I mean 4 bottles total. Bottomless.
But you would microdose them in shots.
Yeah.
In shots,
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
So
are
that's
taking
kinda-
shots just
so that'd be-
microdosing a handle of booze?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
We are on to something. We gotta write the book, Microdose Your Life. And it just turns into talking about how if you're not an alcoholic, if you just microdosely finish the bottle.
Yeah.
If you drink a whole handle of Jack Daniels in a day, but you do it throughout the whole day, you're good to go.
Yeah, I'm with that.
I mean, I don't think there's any holes in this plan.
Legally, you're probably not good. but in a microdosing fashion, you are good.
It's like
Maybe
it's like, hey, yeah. Your wife's like, "Are you hammered?" It's like, I had some shots. But if you go, I had a handle of Jack Daniels, sounds pretty bad. But if you just drank it, and poured it into a shot glass every time,
Yeah.
I think you're good.
Or on the opposite, and like, however many shots come in a bottle, it's like, well, fuck, I had this many drinks, essentially. If you just drink out of the bottle, you're only having one drink.
That is true.
Yeah.
So on the other
And
end,
you
How many drinks you had? You're holding it. I just had one.
one drink, that's it.
Also, though, then that's like I hate the joke of the huge wine glass. How many glasses of wine did you have?
That's a great joke.
One.
Because it's so bad that it's funny.
Fill it all the way to the brim.
Yeah, well, and it's a big enough for a whole fucking
It's like
bottle.
it's like a 128 ounce glass.
Getting wine drunk is his whole other game.
Yeah, you mentioned you were
Yeah.
drinking some wine the other day. I've been drinking more wine lately too, and I don't know why.
Yeah, mostly if I'm going out to dinner, I'll do a nice wine pairing. And by wine pairing, I mean I have no fucking clue what pairs with what. And like sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm gonna actually try and pair something good here. And I'll forget until I'm just about to order and I have to scramble. Just like what goes good with lobster or crab, whatever. And then
Yeah.
I'm like searching, I'm like finally gets to me and I just panic and order a red.
Well, I think it's color of the meat is the color of the wine you should get with it. So lobster being
Oh.
white, you should get white
What about
wine.
pasta? What do you do?
Well, pasta would probably have chicken in it. And
What if I just got noodlies and marinara sauce?
So I think that then
we
it comes
could
down
do
to
this
the
argument
sauce.
for anything. What if you had ice cream? What wine pairs with ice cream?
I don't know. I'd have to Google it.
Then I think it comes down to the sauce. Marinara sauce, you get a red. Alfredo, you get a white.
You're just big on matching.
Yeah.
Microwave to
I
your
mean,
stove,
you're
wine
literally-
to
I
the
mean,
food.
You're
Why would you
matching.
bring up the microwave?
Sorry, my
already
bad.
he's moved on.
What's next? Dishwasher too.
Yeah. What are you going to
So I
talk
fuck-
shit about?
You can
his-
fix that though. That's fixable.
I threw it off the fucking deck last weekend. That's my.
I would actually pay like $20 to watch you to launch your dishwasher off your deck. Can we do our first ever You Betcha pay-per-view event?
I mean,
Sure.
Can we, that's what should be our 2,000 patrons. Ryan will literally throw his dishwasher off his deck into his yard.
Right.
Well, I
You got to
mean, it's-
negotiate a new dishwasher
it's
here.
it still works. I just have to. If it's
but-
not fixable, then I'll throw it off.
No, I think you got to put some skin in the game. The people are putting some skin in the game.
Well, then part of the Patreon.
I think you have a new dishwasher. It's your left and right hand.
I do have a dishwasher.
Kids are getting old enough. Like they're getting close to be able to wash
Yeah,
dishes.
apparently I found out your kid's 8 years old now already. I didn't know that. He's eating real food.
Yeah.
he eats literally everything. You just got to make it small enough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm shocked. I'm not ready to be a dad.
Yeah, he was eating cabbage bowl the other night. Little pieces of turkey, ground
Mhm.
turkey.
You guys eat ground turkey at your house?
Well, in a cabbage bowl.
What is a cabbage bowl?
I don't know.
We call them egg roll in a bowl. Sorry. So if you
I forgot
everything
he makes his own sushi.
anything in an egg roll just take it out of the roll and put it in a bowl.
But the crispy outside is my favorite part of an egg roll.
Everything that is good about an egg roll and throw that shit out the window, and then that's what it is.
Yeah, unhealthy. So he was eating egg roll in a bowl. He little pieces of steak, medium rare.
No. Mm-hmm. He was eating a cabbage roll.
Well, no, I mean there was he was eating more than that.
But he wasn't eating an egg roll because he's gonna
the egg roll in a bowl.
Living in your house, he's gonna eat fucking a head of lettuce and think it's an egg roll, and then he's gonna go to his buddy's house when he's 12. Their family's gonna order Chinese food, and it's gonna come over, and he's gonna bite. He's gonna look at the egg roll and go, "What's this?" And they're gonna tell him, and he's gonna be like, "No, an egg roll is covered in cabbage." You want your kid to grow up with that type of mentality?
There's cabbage in egg rolls.
But you don't see it. It's all smushed together with the other stuff. You know what I mean? You're on my side.
I am.
Yeah. You don't want
the best part of the egg roll is the wrapping.
You don't want your kid to grow up being the weird cabbage kid.
No,
Cabbage Patch dolls are out. Newsflash. No one buys those anymore.
He eats what we eat.
Is your kid a real life Cabbage Patch
kid? We were
kid?
eating cabbage bowls this weekend, which is why he was eating those. Now, he can't bite. He only has one tooth. You can't bite into an actual egg roll.
Are you getting him on a teeth brushing? You flossing that thing yet?
Just each side.
It's literally one tooth sticking out.
But you got to start them early. Otherwise, those 60-cent floss once a week or once a month, or paying for dentist bills the rest of your life. Got to start flossing them early.
No, all you got to do is
build good habits on that guy.
You buy an electric toothbrush with like the rounded end on it, and you just stick it right on top for like 30 seconds. And it's good. Front, back, and sides. It's all good.
That's actually what the pediatrician tells you to do. Is just brush the one fucking tooth.
You didn't know that? You haven't been brushing your kids or flossing his tooth?
No.
I didn't do it either.
You got to floss.
They told me
that
to,
tooth.
but I didn't.
I mean, maybe when
last thing you want is a little Cabbage Patch kid with gingivitis, you know? Cabbage will get underneath those gums and it'll ruminate in there and cause gingivitis. You got to floss that sucker.
I mean,
it's like
for how much he drools.
It's like it's like when you're doing this with a towel. You know, you just do that with the floss.
No, it's looking like he might need braces though in the next couple months. That sucker's not coming in straight.
Is it not?
No, the other teeth will straighten it out.
Also, why aren't people just as they come in? Why don't you just guide it where you want it to go?
Right, or just start putting one brace on at a time. So like put one brace on this tooth.
Yeah.
Wire it over to the other tooth.
Just homemade. Paper clip it. Just a hot glue gun and a paper clip.
Or just give it a little tug. Like
that's what I'm saying. You just gotta push it and hold it for like 5 to 10 minutes a day.
Yeah, then he might not teeth anymore.
It's like a sapling tree that's got the fence post next to it with a wire around it.
Basically, that's what you need to do.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what braces are.
Yeah.
Regardless, you got to start flossing that sucker. I mean, there's never too early to start good dental hygiene.
I mean, I'm also not setting a good example. I haven't flossed in like
you're too far gone.
10 years.
You're too far gone. This is your opportunity to try again.
Is that where the phrase "stardom young" comes from?
Yeah, exactly.
Flossing on tooth 1.
Also, the last thing you want to be doing is telling your kid he can't have any more candy because he might get a cavity. That starts now.
Imagine if he got a cavity in the one tooth he did have. Yeah, that'd be bad. That'd actually be really bad.
I mean, I don't know how he's getting a cavity from cabbage.
Imagine if he had to get a like a silver cap on top of that one. It'd be kind of badass, actually.
Just because you didn't floss.
Yeah, I didn't floss.
I've seen it happen. There's horror stories, man. I don't know. I mean,
I'll take a look at it tonight.
What's a bigger horror story? You not flossing that kid's tooth, or the fact that you're feeding him cabbage every day?
A horror story or a horror story?
A horror story?
It did sound like you said whore.
A horror story?
Yeah, horror.
I mean, I absolutely said horror.
It sounded like you said a horror story though.
Yeah. Can you tell me a horror story quick?
If you keep raising them the way you are, I don't know.
Fucking kid didn't floss when he was younger. Now look at him.
Work in the corner.
21 years old.
Because by then,
Main and first.
yeah, where do you work? Main and First. Oh, is that like a law firm or?
I'm pretty sure Main and First is like the police department in town.
No.
Pretty damn close.
Yeah, no, 25th. Not that I would know.
7th and 25th. Was just down there the other day.
No, I'm joking. I'm sure his teeth won't be too bad.
We'll start
Tooth.
here eventually.
Tooth.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's got one.
Take him to the dentist and have him do the fluoride little trays, and they just lick one little
Just one
cap,
little cap
thing on it.
So, buddy. And he can't
Just like it's just like a little thumb thimble thing, like in Monopoly, the little thimble thing. You just fill that with fluoride and just put it over his
So,
tooth.
buddy, you want mint, strawberry,
Or
bubblegum,
cabbage flavor.
cabbage flavored?
And he's like, "Give me the cabbage.
The fucking cabbage.
That's all I know."
Yeah. That's what he's having tonight. So, leftovers.
Is he?
Oh, yeah.
He's a real life Cabbage Patch Kid.
Yeah. So,
You floss your kids' teeth?
No.
Teeths?
No.
really? So, I got another 3 years until I have to start it.
Yeah.
So this is a topic we could all discuss together. Who's keeping the flossing industry in business?
What? Dentist. I think.
Dentist, 9 out of 10 of them.
But I mean, there's not enough. But then the thing is I go to the dentist consistently, but I know that there is a large portion of the population that doesn't go to the dentist. So not only you don't go,
I haven't been to the dentist.
Exactly.
I don't either.
Exactly. Jake, do you go to the dentist?
Well, I think they can.
So 25% of this room goes to the dentist. So that whittles it down even further of who's actually keeping the flossing industry in business.
Well, I think you can. What's the word I'm trying to think of?
I don't know.
Like the G-string business is also keeping the flossing business and industry because it's like co-compatible with each other. So like if they're not selling floss, they sell
So
G-strings.
you're selling butt floss? Nice
Basically,
one. Nice
yeah.
one, Ryan.
Basically.
So you're saying that
Look at that
Johnson,
girl's. Look at that girl.
so that
swimsuit. Looks like she's
Johnson
wearing-
or Crest sells floss and G-strings is what you're claiming.
Well, you got a down year, you know, and the swimsuits these days they're looking like dental floss.
That is true.
So
That actually is a great name for a women's underwear thong company. It's just called Butt Floss.
because Lord knows if you ain't flossing your butt, then there's some shit going down in there that you don't want
Oh,
going down.
God. You went there, didn't you?
So floss that baby.
Floss them cheeks.
I mean, like, you guys can be honest. This is a safe space for you guys. When was the last time you flossed? Have you ever
Well,
flossed?
2
So
years ago,
I-
when the dentist flossed for me.
That doesn't count. You have gone into your bathroom. You opened up your drawer. You found the floss in the back corner because we all do have floss in our bathroom. I didn't buy it. Did you buy it?
No,
Probably got
There's
it
no-
at the dentist 10 years ago.
there's no
Is there an expiration date on
No.
floss? I don't know. But you go to the back because you have floss no matter who you are. When was the last time you pulled that out? I don't even know the proper technique to floss. How much do you pull out at one time?
Oh, more than you need. Every
Well-
time you have to pull out a lot.
I also
Like 2, 3. No, you don't. But everyone that does floss pulls about 2 feet.
Who do you know that flosses?
So I didn't answer yet. I floss because I eat a lot of venison at home and
Not
it
to
always
brag.
gets stuck in my teeth.
Toothpicks.
That's the only time I use floss is when after I eat venison and I'm flossing out all the shit out of my teeth. But
Yeah.
otherwise, I never do. I can't tell you the last time I went to floss my mouth with the intention of just flossing for tooth care.
So does using a toothpick count as like, because that's kind of my
No.
form of flossing.
That doesn't count. That's
Okay.
cool.
What
Well,
do you
then it's
guys?
probably been 15 years.
Yeah. What do you guys think about the toothpick floss picker deals that look like a little shepherd's
Those
crook?
are kind of sick.
Yeah.
Those are kind of sick.
I'll chew on one of those for an hour.
every
Because
four-
it's a toothpick,
Yeah.
not because it's a flosser.
Well, yeah, and those floss and those things break in like 3 teeth.
I also have a retainer on like in the back of each top
What do you
and
got on
bottom.
retainer?
My teeth.
Dentist.
Yeah, my
My dentist has been on retainer for 10 years.
So I can't just go straight down from the gap on top. I have to go through the bottom, back up, and then around the retainer. I'm not doing that.
He's a reach around type of guy.
I also have
around.
I have like concrete that is on top of the retainer holding it to my teeth, and
So do I.
there's no way.
So do I.
You have a retainer in the.
Yeah.
Are you flossing?
Like, is that still in your guys' mouth?
I'm not flossing the other teeth. So no, I'm not flossing the teeth.
No, I'm not
That's
either.
harder to floss.
So, like, you guys have retainers in your mouth currently.
yeah,
What?
Top
I
and
thought
bottom.
you'd get that
Yeah,
shit
I had
taken
one
out
on
and,
the
like,
top and they took it off and never put it back on. And then I don't know why.
He's like to get mine off
So,
after
like-
10 years. Didn't do it. Said keep it on for life.
Yeah.
Because
Why?
Really?
Because I'm not.
Doesn't affect me at all.
No.
Once in a while, I do get hung up with something stuck in there pretty
Correct.
hard.
Corn on the cob usually.
Yeah. C on the cob. C on the C. Usually
COTC.
gets me.
COTC sounds like a pharmaceutical you'd see on.
or like a like sister brand of the ROTC.
Yeah.
I don't know what it would be, but
I don't even know what ROTC stands for.
what is it? Rangers of
It's
the
some,
Corpse.
Reserve officer something.
Jake knows. Were you an
So
ROTC?
commanding
kid?
officer. or
training
something.
camp. Reserve officer training.
Core.
I
Yeah.
knew it was Corpse.
Command training.
I think what we should do on the Patreon this week.
Floss.
No, we're gonna do yes, but we're gonna do flossing roulette, and we're all gonna floss, and the person who doesn't bleed wins.
That's a great one, actually. But I mean,
But yeah,
I'm not confident I won't bleed. I think
no,
all
I'm
got-
gonna bleed. I
we
will
have to
bleed.
spit into a clear cup
Yeah.
after to prove.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's actually a good idea.
Yep.
Clear cup.
Yep.
I love the direction of where this is going. I think
Patreon
this
next
is
week.
This is a beautiful competition we're about to have.
Yeah, because then we don't have to floss for another 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get that out of the way. We'll microdose our flossing right then
Yeah.
and there. And we're good for another 15.
It's kind of like
Years.
what's the procedure when they stick the camera up your butt?
Colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy.
Got one once.
Yeah, so
It's just like it. Blood everywhere.
Well, no, kind of like colon where you only have to get it every so often. It's kind of like flossing. You just have to
Dude.
floss every 15 years and you're good.
I got a colonoscopy and they gave me fentanyl. I was fucking rolling.
Well, I think in a controlled environment, fentanyl isn't
I
terrible
know.
for you.
I know, but
They
they
give it to like people giving birth and shit too.
I was expecting like, oh, they're gonna give me whatever painkiller or something. They put a mask on my face and they're like, count back from 10, and I get to 7, and then I woke up and they're feeding me toast. Like it was a trip and a half.
So, so you just described having general anesthetic.
No, there's general anesthetic is different than fentanyl is one, but like it's intense. It's not supposed to be like step 1.
Yeah, going under fucks you up.
Yeah, I'd never done it before.
Yeah,
I was
it's-
already scared because they were shoving a camera up my ass.
Kind of sick, huh?
And then
Oh yeah, I
and then-
forgot this was that procedure. I just in my mind are getting your wisdom teeth out. Forgot that.
no, he was getting a
I mean,
camera
that
up his
probably
ass.
added.
I still have my wisdom teeth.
He's
fun
like, yeah,
fact.
and then I got to 8, and they already started the procedure, and that was the last thing I felt before I went under. Get him the fentanyl.
Yeah, it's good.
No, I mean that's why people do. Everyone's like, why is fentanyl becoming such an issue drug wise? People like it. If you makes you
that
mess you up.
toast was pretty fucking good.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
I believe it.
But the problem
probably
is
slipped an edible
it's
in
a
there,
very
too.
uncontrolled thing when it's drugs.
Those people doing it have not been to anesthesiology school,
It's very true.
so
Isn't that how Michael Jackson used to like literally just go to sleep? Was he would just be put under every night?
No idea.
Yeah. Propofol, right?
Yeah, it would just the doctor. He just had a doctor at his home all the time. It would put him under so he could sleep.
no shit.
Yeah,
Fuck, you could be asleep.
It make going to bed early easier.
Yeah. Propofol. Marketed as Dipervan, cousin of tryptophan.
Sister of fentanyl.
Ryan. When was the last time you ate breakfast?
This morning,
What'd you have?
eggs and toast.
Wrong. You shouldn't have done that. You should have went to Holiday. They got the mornings made deal going on. And I tell you what, you could have a breakfast quesadilla with an ice cold purple thundy to wash it down. And all of a sudden, that extra hour with your kid in the morning, if you brought him to Holiday, yes, it still is only an hour, but it's going to feel like 3.
I would agree.
Because your morning and his morning will be made.
That's all I'm looking for.
I hope to God when your kid finally starts eating real food,
he is.
make the already.
Yeah.
That's pretty normal.
I mean, Mike.
How old is he?
6
He's
months, 7 months.
He's 7 months old. I thought he was like 3 months old.
Yeah. I mean, well, my kid's also.
Okay. Hey, well, that kind of buries what I was gonna say. But
no, he can share a quesadilla with me.
Well, I was gonna say make his first real food breakfast quesadilla from Holiday gas stations.
Who
but-
says it wasn't?
Well, it'd be his first gas station breakfast quesadilla.
Yeah,
Anywhere.
okay, yeah, make that
So-
happen. So, fire up the car seat, head on over. Don't pass gas. Turn on into Holiday gas station. Get that little sucker a breakfast quesadilla, and then maybe just rub some Purple Thunder on his gums. Get him all jacked up on Mountain Dew. I
Hey.
just thought of that right here.
In a pinch, Holiday sells diapers.
There
Do
you go.
they?
Yep.
If his quesadilla starts coming out the other end, make sure you strap him up with the old diaper, and you're good to go. So, how's that sound?
It sounds like that.
That sounds way better than that shitty breakfast you had this morning.
Yeah, that extra hour is going to be elite.
I can't wait. Like 2 hours mentally.
Yeah, mentally 2 hours, maybe 3.
Head on over to Holiday gas stations if you want to have a morning just like T-shirt guy. I can't wait for flossing roulette.
Jared's in on it too. I
Hey,
think Jared might lose.
We're gonna first smoke herbal cigarettes and then we're gonna play flossing roulette. We got a big Patreon episode.
Well, if
this
we
week.
do that, then we won't be able to know
Yeah.
if it's our throats bleeding or our gums. So
Yeah.
we
Well,
got to
there's-
separate those
There's
two.
no carcinogens in it though.
yeah, we'll be fine.
It's just herbal. It's like inhaling a diffuser almost.
Yeah, but if you turn and burn that bad boy, it's still heat.
Well, we'll microdose it.
Well, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
good call.
We'll
Good call, good
microdose
call.
The herbal cigarettes and it'll be fine.
Yeah. This place is about to be hopping.
I'll do 1/10 of the cigarette, put it out, and then 10 minutes later, light it up again, do another 10th.
Yeah. One puff, put it out.
One
light it back
cigarette
up.
every day, I don't think it's gonna kill you. You know what they say? Like they say that like smoking kills. I don't think that one herbal cigarette a day is gonna kill you.
No, not herbal cigarette. No,
Yeah,
not just
so
one.
I don't. Can smoking kills even be claimed anymore?
Yeah, they're not specific enough.
Yeah. Anyways,
I know guys that smoke meats all the time.
yeah.
Yeah. Is that ain't killing people?
Mm-mm.
Well, it did kill the animal that they're smoking, but
Yeah.
Survival of the fittest.
No, they didn't.
Goggins.
The animal wasn't alive when they started smoking. It was already dead.
That's
Yeah.
true. All right. You guys got anything else today? I think that we covered a lot of topics. I think we put this podcast through the ringer.
We definitely macrodose this podcast.
Well, in a micro dosing way, we did.
Well, yeah, people don't realize how many times we stopped and started again, but we're so good at podcasting, it sounds like the
Just sounds
sentence
like
just
just
kept going.
flowing together.
That's true.
yeah.
It sounds like it's macroed.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you tuning in to our do we know what number episode this is? I haven't said that in a while.
Not a clue.
211.
211. Thanks for tuning in, guys. May your
Kids.
cabbage be microdosed and your teeth be flossed. Cheers, Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
Yeah.